A good way to start off a broadcast with an apology, but that's what I'm going to have to do today. And actually, it's not my fault, but this is a 4 o'clock start time as they move up with the time change and season changes from 4:30 to 4, and I get out of work at 3:30. And by the time I get to Mill River, it's about 10 to 8 minutes before 4 o'clock, and I have just enough time to set up. And even I don't have a roster. Basically, what I'm saying is I do not have an updated roster for Mill River, and I do not have a roster at all for Otter Valley. So I'll be able to identify most of the Mill River players except for number 19 and number 20, who I don't have on my roster from the first 2 games of the season. And if I do, they've changed numbers and I'm not aware of who they are. And I do not have any names for the Otter Valley squad. And again, in the old days, what would happen was the athletic director, when I went to the 4 o'clock start time last year, I told him how hard it was to just barely get here and have enough time to set up. The gate would be unlocked for me to come up to this room that I shoot the video from, and there'd be 2 rosters, the home team and the visiting team here. But this year I've had to basically most of the time get the janitor to come unlock the door for me, and I have no rosters at all, so I'm apologizing, but I'm not really sure for what. Corner kick for Mill River, and again, I think this should be a great ball game. That's why I hustled down here to come to watch it, and it's going to be served up by Carr, number 18. You can see the far post that was well defended. They're trying to bring down a body from the top of the 18. That was for Mill River, number 10, Dan Campbell. And this will go through the inline. We'll have a goal kick coming up for Otter Valley. They'll set the ball down, and yeah, I apologize, but I'm just going to go with Otter Valley because I don't know the names of the players. I don't think at halftime I'll be able to get down from this window to the field, across the field to the press box, PA box, across the field, and all the way back in the allotted amount of time. So see Catrati making the move, and he wanted to send the ball in. That got deflected at the top of the 18, never came in. That's going to be Davis, and he couldn't get to it. And Otter Valley will just sweep it aside and knock it out of bounds. And we will have a throw as the indication. So Josh Bankert coming down, and he'll get set to put the throw into play. And again, it's slightly raining. It's not really a hard rain, but it's enough to get the field slick, and that's going to be deflected around and in. So on the throw, Mill River will get the game's first goal less than, well, 2.5 minutes almost exactly into the contest. That ball was ping-ponged around, and I believe it was Dan Campbell, number 10. It certainly changed directions twice on the goalie for Otter Valley. And it was Dan Campbell, number 10, with the goal. It's official. As I say, the wind is very gusty today, and the rain is drizzling, so the field could be slick by the end of the... We could actually have a big shower actually before the thing's over, but 1-0 Mill River. And there is the throw over the top, and again, Mill River with the 2 wins this year, both of them coming against Fairhaven. They opened the season here at home, Mill River did, against Mount Anthony, and it was a 1-0 loss to Mount Anthony. Their defense played extremely well, and their offense has improved in the 2 games I've seen against Fairhaven, but again, it's hard to gauge improvement when you defeated the same team twice, as that's going to go all the way out to the outside. Bullock will get there a tad bit late, and the Otters will have the throw. Well, yeah, I got the go-ahead from Otter Valley to do some of their football games, varsity football games, so that'll be cool. And I'll have a roster for that, yep. Sumner Urbe, the athletic director up at Otter Valley, when I went and did the Mill River Otter Valley girls soccer game at Markowski Field, had the doors unlocked, brought me up to the new press box, handed me a couple of rosters for each team, and so I expect that same deal at football. And that's a trap. I mean, that thing was going nowhere, and now it'll be lifted, kicked, and heading toward that sideline. And I'm right between the 2 benches. Catrati will take the throw. The rain coming down a little bit harder now as he'll toss it all the way down, and was looking to connect with Bullock. Now it's just kicked out of bounds, so to have a throw again just 10 yards further up the field. Don't forget, coming up very shortly, college basketball will start. CSJ basketball In the month of November, we'll have a couple of home games before the holiday break, and also don't forget on November 5th, there's the exhibition Washington Superstars, who are like the Harlem Globetrotters, going to be down at CSJ, and that was a blast last year. I expect it to be just as much fun this year. 35 minutes to go in the first half, 1-0 Mill River. Boys soccer action, and that shot never came. Boy, I was lined up and teed off on, but didn't get in there, and that's going to be a high lifting kick out toward midfield, mostly to relieve pressure. There's really not enough people back to make an offensive charge down the field. As that was Furno, number 13 there for Mill River. Catrati will time his step, make the steal, and now send the ball through to the open corner, and boy, tell you what, Bullock has a great job. That's a great job. Oh, the goalie makes a save. Great save by the Otter Valley goalie. I don't know how Bullock, he centered the ball with the back of his foot with his momentum carrying him through the inline. Just an incredible athletic move by Bullock. Even if it was accidental, it was still an awesome thing to watch happen. And I'm not saying it was accidental, but that car trying to give chase as Sabaski just reached through, poked the ball forward on the defensive play, and now Davis will go into that full pressure mode as they're chucking down low nicely. Yeah, and that'll go all the way down for Otter Valley and see if they can bring the ball back on the dribble. There's the cross coming in, and a nice step up out there. Well, I thought it was Hammond, and it is number 21, Hammond. Ryan Hammond. Looking for Davis right around midfield, and again Otter Valley right there with a good defensive play with the step up and then the takeaway to the sideline. Oh, nice hustle. Wish I had his name, but he was a good play, good hustle. And for a moment, Otter Valley trying to get the offense turned in the right direction, but here comes another through ball, and I tell you what, they're having a race to it, and yep, that's a great play. That's an aggressive play by the goalie. Great play. Actually, he had no choice on the play. Once he committed, he had no choice, but also I think it was a correct play instead of playing back in the box. Campbell, who's got the goal in the 1-0 game, had the touch, number 10, pushed it across to Hammond, and now that's just flicked out of there by number 12, Eli. So Eli getting the start today, and that's going to be out of play, and he'll roll over and hit off the side wall of that new PA press box thingamajiggle they built there. Yeah, you'll be able to watch some of that Rutland Rec Pride 7th and 8th grade tackle football league, as I was able to get the Brandon Rec versus the Pride, and then the Mill River game versus the Pride taped, weather cooperated and everything. So be looking for that on PEGTV Channel 15 Sports. And I videotaped an event called Doc Dogs, dog competition diving and high jumps, and that's airing, and you'll be able to watch that on Channel 15. See some of the umbrellas in the foreground of the shots. The rain coming down very hard now. And this could be a wet, muddy affair before this afternoon is over. And that was Furno with the step up and made the steal and bankered on the foul. We'll get at the car. And like I said, Mill River's offense improving as the season going on, which is what you want to have happen. I mean, if they could have mustered any offense against Mount Anthony, they would have won that game just for their defensive effort. So it goes out through the inline, and we'll have a goal kick coming up with 31 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the first half. Low line drive. I'll tell you what, it got some carrying. Who was that? That was Bankert that came flying through the air, but it ends up on the toe of car. And Furno with the touch to Campbell, and they'll go back. And Sabaski able to build some momentum up coming forward to get some mustard on his kick. And that's going to roll through the inline. Yeah, so Mill River with that 1-0 lead, and yeah, the wind kicking up now also. Oh, they're going to have a corner. Okay, so they'll get a corner out of this deal, and this will be a short kick back, and boy, Otter Valley wide awake, made the breakup on the play, and Bankert with possession, got it back from Davis, and that's going to be ricocheted off from the shin guards of Bankert, and maybe not, as he might have got kicked in the shins as he's limping around out there. Right there, see him with the slight John Wayne type limp, but he'll run it off and probably have a big hickey on his shin tomorrow. So the Otters will take the throw. And that will be boomed up and out. Nice step up again by Sabaski to Davis. Back to Sabaski off the head. They want to settle it down. There's Campbell looking to toe the ball over the top. And there's a good move by Otter Valley. Boy, not a lot of numbers back for them. There's just 3 blue shirts back offensively. And boy, they're looking for that far corner. It might be too much, and it will be too much. So now we'll have Fuller set the ball down, and it'll be Furno that'll take the kick. Now, see, last week I got here because there were 4:30 start times, and that makes a huge difference in my world. And so I got here set up and had enough time to walk all the way out and chase down coaches and listen to them, the visitors. Everybody gripes about giving a roster up, you know, like they're gold. It's a piece of paper, not mimeographed. That's too old. Photocopied. I mean, come on, dudes, you know. Part with one. But now with these 4 o'clock starts, I just barely get here in time to set the camera up, not to miss the opening possession, opening touch. Oh, and they'll lay it out maybe too much, and yep. So the throw will develop from about the 30-yard line for the Minutemen as they will again have that 1-0 lead. Dan Campbell with the goal. Kind of a unique goal. I mean, I did the Proctor boys varsity game last week against Long Trail, and they had a really unique goal on a corner kick. The Proctor squad had it go off from 2 different people's headers intentionally. They double-headed it and into the net. I'd never seen that before. And that was a beautiful goal. And I actually somehow accidentally got it on tape. That's a beautiful shot. Just over the top of the crossbar. Good shot. First real shot on net by Otter Valley. And I tell you, you bring that thing down about less than a foot. That's over the top of the goalie and under the crossbar. 28-23 on the clock. And 1-0 Mill River with the lead. And you see Davis come around to make the settle. And is that Moline? That is Moline with the headband. Boy, he sends Davis, and Davis takes a bump. And boy, I like the way they let him play. Well, they gave him the first one. The second one was just a tad bit too much. And it should be a penalty shot, yeah, because it's in the box. So Davis is going to go one-on-one here. And they'll mark it, I believe it's 7 yards out. It's either 7 or 8 yards out. I forget, because I get that mixed up with the field hockey penalty flick. One of them's 7, one of them's 8. That, to me, looks to be 7 yards, and there's going to be Bullock taking the kick. So I guess you get to select who takes your kick. So, no, already early in the contest, big moment for Otter Valley. Oh, what a good save. That could pump him up the other way. That's a great save. I wish I had that goalie's name. He's made a couple of good plays today already. So now we'll see if the momentum. I mean, it's almost money in the bank on a penalty shot in soccer. That's a good big moment because they didn't make it a 2-goal lead. 2 goals in soccer is a lot. So we'll stay down at a 1-goal deficit, and boy, put a bookmark moment there on that save by the Otter Valley goalie. And that's going to trickle around. And boy, I tell you, been a lot of offensive possession for Mill River. It's far corner, and I'll go through the inline, and nobody will touch it. No. Blue jersey, and it should become a goal kick. And that is what it'll be. So the game has had a flow, but it's been a one-way flow. There has been probably 2 counter rushes in total by Otter Valley here in the first half. The rest of the time, it's been Otter Valley defending their end. And Mill River mounting the attack. And it's going to be Hammond backing up and letting the ball come to him, and then basically on a standstill. He'll just lift the ball past midfield by 5 yards, and Bankert, the head to Moline. The ball came off the trap. Funny Davis slowed up, and the ball will go by him, and it will make the sideline. So we'll have a white throw, and Bankert will come over. And it's going to be tough from that spot to get it into the box. He's got to contend with the swirling wind right now. Oh, he did a great job. Did an excellent job. And that's going to be, whoa, what a save. That went off from an Otter Valley player, redirected on net. The goalie with those long arms able to tip the ball and make the save. And Again, I don't know his name. I don't have a roster. Even though I'm not professional, because I don't get paid and I never went to college for this, and it's not my trade or skill. I'm just darn good at it, naturally. I like to have everybody's names and numbers, whether they're in the viewing area or from another state or whatever. It just sounds more dignified and professional, for lack of a better word. You know, I'm not professional. The professionals will always remind me that I'm not professional. That's online, and oh, that did not miss by much. It'll result in a goal kick. Horn sounds in the background, and they'll have the substitutions coming in for just Mill River as Bullock and Davis will take a seat. And I need to find number 8, Ethan Burkett, in the ball game for Mill River, along with Greg Ziegler. So Ziegler, 15, had a touch on the first, second being in there, and Catrati, able to keep that ball as close to the sideline over there, and he's able to keep the ball in bounds. Again, Otter Valley's counterattacks it's a strange setup. They send 2 to 3 people tops back against 6 or 7 defenders. You can see the number 1, 2, 3 blue shirts and 3, 6, 7 white shirts. Well, there's just no way you're going to get scoring chances. I mean, that's just simple math. That's a very different offense. I mean, some of it's just simple mathematics. But I tell you what, a big start. And then the gentle send-in, that was Axel Mathis, number 17, who had to throw in. It was a unique throw-in. They were looking to send the ball up the middle, and they were looking for Ziegler, and that was picked up by Otter Valley. Now reversed the field. And you see, Fuller had to wait for the ball to cross into the 18 before he could use his hands to legally use his hands to make the play. All the way to midfield, and getting Catrati with that head up, surveying the field, will send the ball through to Moline. He wants to bring it to the inside, and on the trail play, they can't get the shot off. That Otter Valley defense funneled, and that took away any lane for the ball to be kicked through in on net. And boy, that's just laying at the top of the arc, and very fortunate Otter Valley was right there. Nobody from Mill River had followed up to support that. I mean, I used to say I don't know anything about soccer, but after 15 years of covering it all over the place, you just kind of accidentally witness things and absorb knowledge. And no, I couldn't go out and set, well, I don't think I could. Maybe I couldn't go out and set plays, strategies up, but I don't understand the offensive set by Otter Valley. And that pass will square it free, and in the rain and the wind, Mill River with the 1-0 lead. The big play so far to me was the save on the penalty shot by the Otter Valley goalie. Oh, nice steal there as Ziegler has turned, and the ball taken off his foot. Then Stone, number 5, also in the ball game for Mill River. In case you haven't figured it out yet, they're in the home whites at their home field, Dean Hunt Memorial Field, and Stone got a toe on it, couldn't control it, and the Otters will go up and over the top and right into their bench area, and we'll have an Otter Valley throw, yes. All this happening with just 22 minutes, 22 seconds to go in the first half of play. And don't forget the Halloween parade this year will be brought to you live by Channel 15, PEGTV. But it's not on Halloween this year. It's on the Saturday before. It's on the 30th, I believe, is what I read in one of those free publications like a Sam's Good News or Mountain Times or something. And that's going to be the new trend, is they'll have it on a Saturday before Halloween. I like that. I think that's a good deal. I don't have a problem with that. And of course, you can watch it on PEGTV live. And also, you know, that's going to be in and just wide. Boy, 1 in the 18, and man, almost. It will be a corner. They're indicating corner. It's going to be a Mill River corner. Mill River doesn't realize it yet, so everybody's retreating back, but it's going to be a corner. Oh, but, you know, it's getting into October, so you'll see the Pumpkin Princes elected on Channel 15 live, and then they'll replay it. That's what I was trying to say about the parade. You'll see the parade live on 15, but then they'll record it and play it over and over through the month. Shot wide. Now we'll have a goal kick. And then November 6th, which is the first Saturday in November, at the Paramount Theater. It will be the 15th really big show, a United Way fundraiser, talent show that raises money for the United Way of Rutland County. To my knowledge, I'm still videotaping that. And that's a step up in the header, and that's going to roll through the banker as he's cruising around the middle of the field and just gently sent forward. Casey Gravel, number 9 out there also for Mill River. That ball played nicely, looking for Mathis, number 17, and see Mathis in good position, forcing Honor Valley to come back to the center of the field and dump the ball in on that far corner. And there's Fuller coming out to he make an aggressive play there. See the flag in the background? That wind is whipping. That's nasty stuff, man. And that's at his back. You can see the advantage of having a wind at your back as that carries nicely down. And Stone will watch it roll out of play. And Stone's thinking white throw, and he is correct. We're at the midway point of the first half of play, and still just a 1-0 score, Mill River. Shot. Oh, he saved that. Did he roll through the inline, or did he make it? So no, it's going to be a corner. Still an excellent save. Again, I wish I had his name. He's played a heck of a first half here for, well, the first 20 minutes he's played a heck of a first half for Otter Valley. Tell you, that was a beautiful, I mean, that's a good save coming out, but that was a beautiful corner kick. They played the wind just gorgeous. And you see Hammond taking his time and trying to find the target that he wants to select. He had that much time. He did go to Burkett, who settled it down but couldn't control it, and that's going to be off from the knee of Hammond. Rolls past Furno, and then it'll be set forward by Stone, number 5. That's to the far side, scooped up, and you can hear the horn. We'll have to wait a second. Looks like Catrati, number 2, coming back in for Furno. But I cannot, until he turns, thinks his jersey number. Yeah, it is Catrati, number 2. Yeah, and that's what happens with a wet ball right there. That's considered a touch, a throw, and that will go over to Otter Valley now. We're only down to 1 goal. See if they open things up here as we get toward the end of the half. Kick up, lifted, and to Fuller as he'll field it. He'll roll it out, and he wants to get his offense going that way as Axel Mathis had his pass picked off. Here comes the Otters, and yeah, they had to. Again, you can see that there's just one person coming in to attack offensively. You got to beat 3 or 4 or 5 defenders, and then like when you see just what happened there, there's just nobody coming up in a good position to support the play. Good battle on that far side. Otter Valley momentarily able to control the ball. Ziegler, 15, with the touch and then the pass, and got it to Davis, and that's going to be cleaned up, and that might stay in play. Yeah, it's going to. I think the wind caught it, knocked it down. Actually, there was a couple of gusts right at that particular moment. The ball was in the air, and that ball is going to be shouldered down and controlled by the Otters, and it should be a whistle and a kick coming up. And you know, any other time I'd say that's a pretty decent spot, but he's kicking right into a fierce wind, so it is going to be hard for him to get it deep enough into the 18. You can see it nosedive. That was not the technique of the kick. That was just the wind to contend with. And then almost taken away, and Catrati navigates to the center of the field, finds an opening, and there's the push forward and waiting for his teammate to run underneath it. And it's Carr using that longer reach. Oh, nice job. They'll block the ball out of bounds, and it'll result in the corner for Mill River with 16:48 to go. The Minutemen with a corner. Now 1-0 lead first half soccer action. All the way over and held on to. They were bringing a big body in from the top of the 18 trying to get a header on it, but the goalie's a pretty good sized young man himself, able to get up there and hold on to it and rank it in. Now here again, see that? 1, 2, 3, 4 white jerseys, 1 blue jersey back. I don't understand. Fuller with the grab on the short post. Yeah, and that's one thing you got to be careful of too. I mean, remember that these goalies, yeah, they got gloves on and stuff, but that ball's wet and it could slide right through their hands. So they're both, the goalies doing a good job in tough conditions as the wind really picking up now. Oh, Davis belly flopping across the field. Oh, hopefully he's turning around here so I can see how dirty he got. Nah, he must have hit a real clean spot to go sliding across, not a mark on him. Very seldom you see a dirty soccer player, laundry-wise. You know, the rain's coming down so hard, I might actually have to take my camera and pull it in the window somewhat, which will limit my left to right view. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Yeah, boy, a lot of bodies over on that sideline. I gotta spread the field out a little bit. Who made the step up there? Sabaski did. Nice play defensively to Sabaski. And then here's the transition game by Mill River, too far ahead. Now they kicked it too far ahead, and that will be an easier scoop for the goalie. And he's kicking into a tough wind right now. And yeah, he got it out within 5 yards of. I want to show you what happened at Port Lacey here with umbrella. The wind blew it back. Yeah, I'm not joking, man. I mean, I know I complain about everything, but the wind really is as strong as I'm saying. It's Fuller will scoop it up. It got deflected a couple different times by some Mill River defenders. But again, Otter Valley just down to 1 goal. And he'll step into it, and that ball will skid to Catrotti, and he's going to make the move. And yeah, nice job standing up and making the play defensively. Otter Valley, number 4 out there. And again, it's foolish sounding, but I don't have a roster for Otter Valley, so I could give them names, but they wouldn't be the correct names. And Sabaski able to come all the way back around the ball and just reverse the field, and he's waiting for some pursuit, but it's not going to get there before the goalie will make the scoop. 14 minutes to go in the first half of soccer. Mill River, Dan Campbell with the goal. And the only goal, that was it, 1-0. Looking for the edge, trying to get the corner, taking a bumping, go back, get the ball, and oh, nice support. I mean, Otter Valley's had the layers on defense, but they don't have those same layers and waves on offense. Oh, he wasn't aware. I thought it was a nice layback on the pass, left it behind, but the Otter Valley Mill River player just wasn't aware of where the ball was. Eli last to touch. It'll be a blue throw, and the Otters will toss it in. Again, this is actually more like what fall soccer weather is: damp, cool, windy. I know in the beginning of the year you get a couple good games in, the sun's out, and everybody's like, oh, you know, that's just a couple freaky games. The rest of it, this is Vermont fall soccer weather. There's a lot of rain in the fall. God, when I used to cover field hockey up at Rutland, I mean, I bet you 80% of the games I was soaked. I used to have one of those pop-up canopy things, like an instant tent thing that pop up. I went through so many of those. Because, you know, you set them up every day for an event just about. They're not made to set up every single day. They're made for like 3 or 4 times in the summer. So I wear them out because they're cheap made. And my budget is whatever comes out of my pocket or goes on my credit card. So I can't really get the beefed up ones. I don't have one anymore, so. I did the Proctor boys and girls soccer games last week at Terranovich Field. And there's a professional video person at the one of the games, and very polite, but just saw the old antique camera that I videotaped with, and just without trying to insult me, just kept shaking his head. He was the funniest thing he ever saw. Somebody still uses VHS analog camera. But when I called, you know, the end, I don't do this anymore. That's the only camera I'm going to use, so. People don't realize, and I tell them all the time, I'm not a bright person, and I don't say it like a joke. I'm very blunt about it. You don't know how much I had to go through to learn the VHS analog system. I just not going to be in this long enough, nor am I smart enough to pick up digital and understand digital on hard drives. And I'm very computer illiterate. I have a computer that I edit on, but it's completely been manufactured to. It's for an idiot to edit on. That's the only thing it does. It doesn't do other computer functions. So again, that corner kick was deflected out of bounds, and looks like Campbell's going to come over, and it will be Campbell with 11 minutes to go in a downpour now. And that skids all the way across the inline, corner to corner. Nobody in blue touched it, so we'll have a goal kick coming up for Otter Valley. Yeah, and again, it's going to be an Otter throw from the far side, and that will be knocked down by Catrani. They'll gain 15 yards on the next throw, and they'll take and toss it forward. Bullock with the touch, the reversal, and wanted to send the ball in. And again, Otter Valley's philosophy looks to be defend, 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 and if we can send one or two guys in and get a lucky shot off, we'll take that for an offense. And the defense is bend but don't break. And the goalie's already epitomized that with some brilliant saves here in this first half. Yes, let's see, number 20. I don't have a number 20 on my Mill River roster, which I got the first or second game of the season. So it's either it's somebody that was on the roster who changed his number, or it's a new body. But pretty much I've accounted for everybody on the roster. So look at this, and oh, nice job of finding the ball in a lot of traffic. 10 minutes to go in the first half. We played 3/4 of the first half, and that one goal is it. And that's not unusual in soccer. So the Otters will take the throw. Basketball season coming up, yeah, that's a little less wear and tear on my equipment. Well, in a way, I mean, I don't have the weather element, worry about rain getting on it, snow getting on it, the heat, the cold. All bothers electronic equipment, no matter how old or new or, kicked up technical it is, or simple functioning like mine is. But it's more wear and tear because I do a ton more basketball, winter sports, than I do fall sports. Plus, on an evening, at high school ball, I'll shoot the JV game, so the camera's running for 2 hours. Oh, this is looking like the best opportunity for Otter Valley. And look at this, they're going to, oh, they didn't get there in time. They still have a chance to shot up, and it'll be deflected wide. I think they're going to get a corner. The umpires are looking, the referees are looking at each other, their hands out. And I don't know how it's not a corner. I looked like it totally went off a defensive player, but it's going to become a goal kick. Oh, but then I shoot a JV game, and then, the varsity comes on, I shoot the varsity, so that camera's running 4+ hours every night, basically, of the week. Then with college ball, I shoot the men's game, or the women's game first on the same day, and then the men's game, so that's 2 more games. So that's a lot of wear and tear in that way. In the spring and fall, though, it's the elements, the rain getting out, the wetness, I mean, the cold in a hockey rink, the cold in a fall game, later fall. Then in the summer, you don't think about, but like Legion ball, when it's 95 degrees and the humidity's, through the roof. The humidity is what bothers the camera. That's the dew sensors in the camera. Well, you can see right now they got to get some spacing out there. Wouldn't have that been something if Otter Valley could have pumped that goal in on that last rush? To be outplayed, but they could have been tied 1-1. That would have been something of quite the momentum builder. Oh, they're saying, yeah, he's good. He's onside. And boy, I'm not sure how much more they could have hustled, but Otter Valley's defender, I mean, he made up 20 yards and then totally dove out, straight out. All right, I have no idea why, but they're bringing the play all the way back up to midfield and making the play from that point. I couldn't even BS you. I don't know why. And I'm looking, it looks like they're setting up a corner, and it is, and then Moline's going to be heading over there. And there's Moline, and he's going to go and he's going to serve the corner. Yep, that's what it is. So Moline, you see the wind at his back. We'll have to take that in mind when he sets his kick up so he doesn't boost it all the way from end to end. And that's looking sweet. That's looking real sweet. And that's looking dangerous. I don't know how it didn't go in. I don't know how that thing didn't go in. Oh my gosh. So there's another bookmark moment as it stays 1-0. And Eli going to take the throw just about at the football 45-yard line. That's a nice step up, yeah, and he will force Mill River to try to get the throw in again. It's Hammond down on the offensive end now, and he did go out of bounds, and I'm waiting for him to say, yeah, Yeah, the rain coming in the window pretty hard. I'm just trying to get these last 6 minutes, and then I'm going to, second half, I'll bring the camera further in the building. Like I said, it limits my left to right view, but it's really raining. Well, you can tell at home, I think, how hard it's raining. So Mill River with the lead and with the throw, and there were whistles blowing, but there's a football practice over there. See, and they blow the whistle over there too, and I know it confuses the bejesus out of me when I hear all these whistles going off, and that, nobody stops in a soccer game, but I think it bothered the soccer players at one time there. Of course, it doesn't take a lot to confuse me. We got an Otter Valley player down. Yeah. And it seemed like very minor contact with the Mill River player, but it could be, you don't have to be hit hard if you get hit in the right spot, and hopefully this isn't going to be a vicious injury, a bad injury, and I'll keep it here for a second, and I'll just fade it down and bring it up. But with 5:19 to go in the first half, it is 1-0 Mill River over Otter Valley on PEGTV Channel 15 Sports. The young man able to get up and walk off under his own power, and I don't have a clue what happened to him, but he looks like he's going to be able to come back in and play. So they restart the clock. We're a tad bit below 5 minutes. First half action, 40-minute halves, overtime if necessary. Moline staying his ground will lift the pass to the side to Davis. And again, he's looking for that race to the ball with Campbell, and he had it lost. And again, Otter Valley with some pretty decent speed on that back line. We've been able to witness that through the whole contest. And now it's going to be a kick coming up for Mill River, or for Otter Valley. The Bankert, Josh Bankert, called for the foul. Boy, he stayed on side, and he's trying to beat that one defender. And now Otter Valley with more people back offensively. And on the settle, they didn't quite get it down before the attack by Mill River. They did a good job defensively, and that's going to be into the bench area, and they'll hold it up. You can see they're getting ready for the throw-in right in front of the Mill River bench. And what you got, the rain's coming. See, the bench is empty. All the guys are in there under their little tent. That's what I used to have, one of those pop-up tent things like that. I went through so many of those, seriously. Like I said, they were flimsy, and I used them so much they'd break. Plus, I maxed out my credit card and couldn't keep getting them. The budget, it's my budget. I mean, I'm a volunteer. I don't get Channel 15's budget. That's changing, I guess, down there. I guess now the board of directors, from what I can understand when I read articles and newsletters and see programming being developed by PEGTV and staff, it's called. I mean, that's a whole different scenario than when I joined up in '95. It's different. Not comfortable with it, but I'm not going to be around much longer. But I don't like the direction it's going. No. Doesn't mean it's wrong what they're doing, but it just doesn't seem like when public access was spawned, it wasn't the deal. Paid professionals or people getting paid, or it was supposed to be community television. You come in, you take a class, learn how to use the equipment. You go out and you videotape whatever you want within the guidelines. No commercialism, no sponsorship, no mentioning endorsements and stuff like that. And don't make money off it. And it's a non-profit gig. Now they got programs coming on that are being created, and board of directors sits around and says, I'd like to see cooking shows. So they put in this wicked expensive kitchen. Nice save. Great save on this short post. Then they have businesses come on, chefs of businesses. You mention it all the time, and they do cooking. That's just like a blind endorsement. That's like an unofficial advertisement. They put internet sports on Channel 20, and all you gotta do is go to the call letters, and it's all commercial. That'll be kicked aside. They got new shows coming on that, again, board directors surround said, we want this type of programming. You're not supposed to be, see, when I was on the board, you're not supposed to dictate. People go out and videotape what they want. Now they're treating it like network television. I don't know. Hard to explain unless you've really been involved in it as long as I have. But it's changing, and it's leaving me behind, and it's changing. And I just don't fit into it, where they're going with it. There's Moline with the toss. A minute 47 to go in the first half. Look at that nice play as Hammond up there trying to muscle between a couple defenders. And that's going to roll to the far side and a throw. They're saying Otter Valley throw, and the Otters have plenty of time here to get this thing tied up, but they've got to tweak their attack here, and I don't know if they would do that in the final minute and a half. Right now they're just having a problem figuring out the throw. There they go. Touched a couple times and then sent back to Campbell, and Campbell see him bringing the ball back, and there's the layout for Catrati. Catrati over the top, and nice save. Nothing's routine on weather like this. Wet hands, wind swirling around. And that's going to be off the hip in Otter Valley. Again, looking for that last charge, and boy, look at this. The ball taking the right bounce. There's a shot and far post. Yeah, he just didn't get a hook in it. And again, that's what their offense is. They're waiting for just an accidental crack in the armor of defense to get back there and take a counter punch shot. Again, look at that wind. Oh yeah, dude. Nasty stuff today. Boy, and Catrati stepped into that one. Of course, with the aid of the wind, he got it up to the 45-yard line where Bankert got over there, and he'll slide it down. Forward, oh, this is looking sweet. Oh, look at that. It's going to be a goal late in the half, and bang. That's going to be with just 6 seconds to go. Mill River will get their second goal of the game. And that was Hammond. Okay, yeah, so Hammond will get the goal. And again, what a backbreaker to Otter Valley. They almost were able to limp in the half down just 1 goal, but it's a 2-goal difference now with just 6 seconds left in the first half. There's the touch and the kick, and we'll hear the horn sound in just a second. Like right there. So a 2-0 Mill River lead over Otter Valley on PEGTV Channel 15 Sports. Yeah, we're just underway. You've missed nothing as they've switched ends of the field. 2-0 Mill River with the lead. Tanner Stewart wears number 19. I found out the number, and I'm working on number 20 next. Now we're going to have a kick coming up for Mill River on the foul call, and I gotta adjust my tripod at some point. Again, that rain coming down at a pretty good clip. Bullock will send the ball through. This is Catrati, and Catrati, nice send, and he's got Bullock on, and boy, the defender able to reject the ball off, and should be a corner coming up for Mill River. And like I said, I'll be right. I won't be able to see the actual corner. Nope, so I'll have to take it out in front. There. How's that for awful camera work? Yeah. Kick a try, put the brakes on left foot, and yeah, he'll send it through the inline. So we played a minute here of the second half, and Mill River picking up right where they left off, pressing the issue. And I have officially counted bodies, and I have 13 players on Otter Valley. I don't know if that's just the low numbers they've endured all year, or if there is injury problems, but there's only 2 substitutions over on the bench. You can see the guys right there. I'm going to kick for Otter Valley. And I shut down because a crooked tripod just drives me nuts, so I got the tripod straightened out. And that'll be wide. Yeah, they're trying to hook up on the far post and couldn't quite do it. And we'll have a goal kick now for Mill River, as Campbell had the game's first goal, and then Hammond had the second goal, which is 6 seconds to go in the first half. And that's going to be to midfield, and it's going to be a white throw. They'll say Mill River throw, and they'll hand the ball off to Carr, and Carr number 18 looked to the right. That was closed. Throws it to Bullock, who did a little J pattern to get open, and now he's trying to accelerate past the defender. That's a nice move by Bullock. Tell you what, That was a beautiful soccer move by Bullock, and he was looking to tuck that up short post top shelf and just did miss it, not by that much though. And lots coming up in the Rutland area. Like I said, the Pumpkin Princess and her court will all be elected live on Channel 15. And then you can watch that throughout the month of October on replays. You've got the Halloween parade. That will be taped live, or it's not tape anymore, it's hard drive. That will be recorded live. You can watch it live, and then they'll replay that over and over, so you get to watch it again, and again and again. And then the really big show is the first week of November, so you'll have that to tune into and watch during the week of November, or the month of November. College basketball starts at CSJ in November, so you'll be able to watch that on PEGTV. All kinds of stuff going on in your area, viewing wise. And again, not only can you just turn on the television and tune it into Channel 15, you can also go to the web, PEGTV.com, and watch any program. Go to the homepage, get any information you want, watch any programs on 15. You can watch it on the internet. And his car got nailed in the back of the head with the ball, and then they realized it was still in play, and there's a soft, gentle throw in. So yeah, it looks to be some type of numbers crunch at Otter Valley boys soccer. Of course, the football program enjoying a very good year. The girls soccer program, like I said, I did one of their games and they didn't win it, but they had some massive potential there. They'll probably get it together by the end of the season. And that was different on that throw out. They threw it over the top like a football, American football, not a soccer football. Pass back was picked up. Now the Otters looking to get going. They can't quite leave the 30-yard line. And Mill River with the steal, going to send it into the top of the 18. As that, again, well defended on top of the box. And Mill River with that 2-goal lead. The boys Proctor squad, Proctor boys squad over there, and the girls Proctor team in soccer, both having excellent seasons. And both play pretty high-level, high-octane style of soccer. Fun to watch, whether at TNT Field or Terranovich Field. And that's one of those gigs where that's weather permitting, because I'm outside on a piece of scaffolding with no cover, no building. At least here I have. Where is he? There he is. I'm in a window. It's just that the elements blow in the window, but it's not like being right out in the open like at Proctor. So if the weather cooperates, I'll bring you some more Proctor soccer. Like I said, Otter Valley gave me the okay to go up and do some of their football games, so we'll be watching that at a later date. Catrati was looking to take off, forgot the ball, and then he went to get it and brought it to Bankert. And Bankert, short little pass, will connect up with Carr, and Carr now wants to send the ball through, and Bullock running full throttle, can't quite get there, and the Otters will just clear it on the kick side out. Now lead to a throw by Mill River and Bankert over the top, and this is looking sweet right now as Bullock wants to take that circle route, and yeah, he's going to hit the trailer on the play. Nice job defensively by the Otters. No, I didn't get an Otter Valley roster. So again, they'll be just the Otters today, and apologize for that. Carr flicking it forward, now heading it forward, and that's a good no call. That's just going for the ball. I mean, that's just soccer. Yeah, it's a great no call. Bullock couldn't quite control it, but he'll give it to Catrati, who circles up behind, and that's a lot of that is technique. A lot of that's just a wet foot. You hit a golf ball in the rain with your club slides off the face of your club. That's just what he did right there when he struck the ball. And again, Otter Valley's been limited to just unofficially 3 shots on goal. There it is, and they couldn't cash it in. Everything was set except that, and then over the top, Bankert got some juice on it, but lifted it too high, and with 32 minutes to go, we'll stay at 2-0 as the substitutions coming in now for Mill River. And I just couldn't catch up to who it was. So the goal kick by the Otters, short field from Mill River as they stepped up and made the steal, and that's Stone, number 15, and boy, that's a good battle right there between those two soccer players. As Hammond, who's got a goal in the game, able to play from the back line to the far side. And Sabatsky wanted to take it around. His defender lost it on a play, and I think it was last touch by Mill River. I'm looking for, no, they're going to say last touch by Otter Valley, so Bankert will come over for the Minutemen, number 11, and he'll take the throw. That Keegan McDonald for Proctor, I guess I did their game against Long Trail, and he didn't have a lot going on in the first half, but he's kind of, I'll say cruising, but he didn't really seem like he was full throttle or put in a position to be full throttle. He came out in that second half, man, and he just scored at will. That's scary stuff when you watch a soccer player just break down a complete team on the other side defensively. And that's going to be crossed. There's the blue shirt, and oh, a nice slide block there by, I believe, Hammond. Also Sabatsky was there, but the shot never got in on Fuller. Now Fuller's played well in goal this season. The first couple games of the year, though, he just faced a lot of shots, man. And that will definitely be an Otter Valley throw now. No, it won't. It'll definitely be a Mill River throw. Must be the weather affecting me here. And the Otters will dump it in at the 30-yard line. At Eli making the play, and Catrati will able to get the ball under control, and again, nice job of getting it up to midfield. Was looking for Moline, and again, Otter Valley's defense, there's nothing wrong with it. They've done a good job defensively. Their goalie's played superb. I'm not understanding the offense. Doesn't mean it's wrong. Doesn't mean it won't get better. They had one good chance to score, and they'll go through the in-line, and Fuller actually wisely lets it go, as it'll be a goal kick for Furno, and he'll come up and he'll mark the ball with 30 minutes to go in the soccer game. But I tell you, he got all the way up Catrati to the 35-yard line, and the ball given back to Catrati from Bankert. Bankert in the right spot, the ball rejected, comes back to him. He's going to go backwards with the pass, and got it to Hammond. And on a miss kick, he'll reconnect with Furno. There's Bankert up the middle, and he'll pull off at the last second, and the Otters will dump the ball back over. A nice step up by Sabatsky. Twice he was able to pierce the ball, and now he'll get it back up to Bankert. Laid off the kick, and Moline. And here they go. There's that speed. Look at Bankert pulling away his shot, and save for Otter Valley. Tell you, Bankert showed you right there that he's got a whole nother gear to shift into on a nice job of splitting the defense, pulling away and creating a shot. And I believe we have an offside call. That is the call, and it'll go over, and we'll have a kick coming up for the Otters as they'll take it just about the 20-yard line. There's the step into it, and now the wind at the back of the Otter Valley players, and Eli getting called for the foul. Nope, Eli was fouled, and it'll be Cars. No, it's Furno coming over, number 13, and he just quickly gets the whole thing going forward. And they like Bankert to, navigate the offense out there, kind of captain the ship. Eli with the good hustle. There's a little pooch kick out of bounds. When in doubt, kick it out. They'll remark, and the Otters will take the throw from just about the 25-yard line. Again, the wind difference now in the second half. They want to take it into the box. No, they'll settle for the top corner, and that was rejected by the Mill River defender, Moline. Looking to go to Ziegler, and again, they just really got to go forward offensively. Good job by Bankert. He's played a solid game. He's played solid all year. Catrati wanted to drive the ball through, and that time it was off the shins of one of the Otter Valley players. He had Stone down. I believe Stone was his target, and the ball never got there. Otter Valley going to be on sides. Yeah. Here's the trailer, and oh, what a bad bounce. That had potential. That's going to go toward the inline, and it's going to make it. Corner kick coming up for the Otters. Again, flag tells you the story. Oh, what a difference it'd make in the last 26 minutes of the soccer game. They can get a corner here. Score off the corner. They got a corner. Oh, yeah, never compensated for the wind. That will go by the wayside. And that's a bummer. They only generate a shot, a save opportunity or anything. So Fuller will set the ball down as a lot of new people coming in for Mill River. Number 5, Dustin Stone coming in. Whoops, I missed the whole kick. I wasn't looking through the viewfinder. Longwood Stewart, number 19. Again, the Otters only 2 goals down. They're right. I mean, no lead is insurmountable, but there's a lot of time left in the soccer game. I guess the thing is that old cliche again. The next goal is the big one for the Otters. If they get it, boy, it's right there, 2-1. If they give it up, oh man, they're down 3-0 and they've had no offense. So Stewart with a nice high lob. Ziegler in the vicinity, and then it goes on to the Otters, and they can just volley back and forth at midfield. Hammond with that big slide on the wet surface, able to break the play up, and here comes Ziegler, number 15. Left the pass on the right side, and they want to push it back through as 8 back out there, Ethan Burkett for Otter Valley, for Mill River. And that's going to be out of bounds as Furno able to get there and shield out the Otter Valley player. And Stewart will smartly bring the ball back, the 8-yard pass. And there's Moline with the move, and then defense stood up and made a nice challenge and took the ball off his foot. And that's Stone, number 5. Getting a lot of speed. He can make up, he can accelerate so quick. As Hammond will reverse the field. They kept it in play. Now it'll come down to the center of the field. Oh man, could hear some shin-on-shin action there as that was Davis. And Fuller will make the grab. See him spin away from the oncoming traffic and then literally just bowl the pass out to Axel Mathis. You see that nice battle over there. There's everybody hustling still out there for both sides. Kind of like that. Fuller will scoop it up, and that'll bring us down to 24 minutes to play in the soccer game. At least it's not like really cool. It's not like, that's a terrible way to talk as a 50-year-old man. At least it's not cold fall weather with the rain. It's just a warm day, so the players shouldn't be, not like, man, when you get one of those chilly 50-degree days and you're soaking wet sitting on the bench down there. And that hit it, just a couple pair of legs, and that's going to be onside. Yeah, look at that, still going. Ziegler wanted to cut to the inside. There's a shot, elevates it high, and no good. Get out of play. So Otter Valley will, looks like they're going to set it down on the far side of the corner, and that's where they're going to generate the goal kick from. There he is. And again, that shortened the field up, and Moline did get there, and that took a great bounce for Mill River, and nope, they're going to slide and make the save. Now we'll get on top of the ball on the second effort. Good job by the goalie for the Otters. High kick, and Stewart going left, going right, chasing the ball down, and the Otters, again, they just don't have the math isn't right. They're trying to defeat 5 or 6 Mill River defenders with 1 or 2 players. I mean, I've seen soccer players that could do it in the past, men and women. Courtney Chadburn comes to mind immediately. What an amazing soccer player she was here and still is at Castleton. Oh, what a great defensive play. Otter Valley actually tried to punch that ball through, had a target open, but the nice step up and the block of the pass by Mill River. And Stewart trying to use those long legs and staying with it defensively. That was an excellent job by Tanner Stewart. I'm waiting for the call. Yeah, and that will be a foul called on Mill River, and there's the Otter Valley kick. Again, they're only down 2 goals. That first one can be the hardest one to get, but oh, that went through. Nice job. And can he get the kick away? Nope, Fuller's going to get there. Oh, that was just inches away from being a great scoring chance for Otter Valley, and Fuller will take the throw. And boy, the wind played havoc with that, and they'll go out of bounds, and we'll have a blue throw. Otter Valley will take the throw now from the 35-yard line. There it is, the heave down the far side. And stayed in bounds enough for Mill River to get a chance to kick it up to Davis, and then over the top and out of play. Blue throw. I believe it was Moline that was the last foot to come in contact with it. And they want the Otter Valley player to back it up about 5 yards. As we're at 20 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the soccer game. Tough. The pass was right at his feet, making it hard to handle, and we'll go out of bounds to Mill River. So the Otters, again, did a lot of playing time for a lot of people. They've got the 2-goal lead. One of their goals came just 6 seconds left in the first half. Actually, their first goal was less than 2 minutes before they scored, and they got a chance now. They got a lot of turf to work with, and save on the short post. That's an excellent job of positioning by the goalie. Again, Mill River able to really attack a lot today, the way that the game's being played. And now it's a nice grab. Coming up to meet the ball was the goalie, and he'll make the snag, and he's going to punt the ball. And he's got the wind at his back this half for majority of the time. It does occasionally will swirl, but. And Fuller, yeah. When in doubt, kick it out. He couldn't use his hands there anyways. He was out of the box. Would have been a foul. It's going to be a throw on the side, and whoops, I had the wrong. The referee had it marked down about 20 yards further. And he had an Otter Valley player there waiting to take the throw, but that's going to become will it become anything? Yeah, it's going to be corner. It was very slow and deliberate in making it out through the inline, but that's kicked by Otter Valley out through the inline. That is definitely a corner for Mill River. And with 18:43 to go, a third goal can really not put I hate cliches, not like put the nail in the coffin or whatever, but just make it extremely tough for Otter Valley to come back. And now the wind has shifted, and it's blowing directly into the window where I videotaped from. Now, it's going to be shanked. They'll try and tuck it in on the short side, short post, and 2 final line right there. So the Otters will dodge that bullet, and they will get set for a kick, and that's going to be, again, a short field, as they've had a lot of problems in both halves with the winds blowing different ways of getting a good clearing kick. And that stayed in bounds. That's a lot of tightrope walking on the far side by Moline, and he'll swing at that one. That will definitely be off from Moline, out of bounds. Blue throw. And the big trap stayed in play. And that will be just out of the reach of getting it going down the sideline, as that was Carr, number 18, who was there trying to be the recipient of the pass. Furno, 13, got the ball back, and there it is over the top. Hammond and company communicating with each other. Fuller will go over and just call off Hammond, and his kick slices out of bounds off his foot, and that'll be a throw for the Otters, and they're going to be about the 30-yard line. And you can see defensively right there was Furno, and almost picked off and going with it. Where the Otters, they need a boost. They need a goal. I mean, there's plenty of time left, man. There's 16 17 minutes. They need a good bounce. Oh, man, they got the bounce because the ball went beyond the defender, and then they hooked it. And it all results in a goal kick. It's Fuller setting it down. Fuller's going to take the kick himself. Oh, he kicked that like a goalie off the ground. That was just a short kick, straight down, and he's going to get lucky. No damage occurred from it, and it'll be a throw by Mill River. You know, by the looks of the field here, of course they use it for football also, I think it needed a little bit of rain. After the hot, humid summer we had, not that I'm crazy about the rain, it's an offside call, but the drop in temperature into the 60s and 70s, this feels nice. And you can see Moline playing in defense, and then a nice step up was that Banker, I believe it was. Like I said, Banker just everywhere on the field. He's got obviously good skills when you watch him. Of course, you see him in the wintertime also. He'll be on that basketball team. Be an interesting basketball season, I think, for Mill River. As Harrison Taggart, their main focus of their offense last year, not attending Mill River anymore, so they will be without him. And it will be interesting. I did several of the games last year, and to say he was the focus of the offense is being kind. We'll see what, I don't know if we want to call it like starting from scratch this year, but there's experienced varsity players coming back, but it's going to be, got to be a different style of offense this year. In any event, that's one of the things I can't wait to see is that, and then the West Rutland girls basketball team I cover, Coach Carl Serrani. I want to say 9 seniors. There was a ton of seniors off a championship team, and look at this, the save by Fuller, a big scramble, ball still free, and will it become possession? Should be a possession by Otter Valley. Great job by Fuller and his group, just keeping that ball out of the net, and the Otters with a big spark right there. Oh, but Coach Serrani going to have his work cut out. He's got a lot of young talent. Few veterans coming back, but a lot of young talent. I don't think they'll take shape and have a what do you call it, a miracle this year on the Hinchy Gym floor. But I do think they have the potential to have a winning record this year. And then after that, I mean, they keep that group together. Oh, look at Fuller. Goal, Otter Valley. They needed that lucky break, and they got it right there as the ball bounced underneath Fuller. And look at that. We got a game 2-1 now. What a crazy bounce. Maybe I can get the name off the PA system if they announce the goal. No, I don't hear a name yet. I don't hear the PA yet. So all of a sudden, after dominating play, Mill River finds themselves up by just 1 goal. See, the crowd's all fired up now, making noise. And when they did the PA, it's just set at such a low volume. I couldn't hear it over the, it's all the way across the field. I couldn't hear it over the crowd. Big thing is, though, it's an Otter Valley goal, and they're only 1 goal down now. Now they can continue to play their style. Bend and not break. Oh, what a collision. As Sebaski came up, and it was a clean shot. And there's another collision. And Mill River looking for some padding here. Takes the shot, and another save. I tell you, the guy who should get the credit is the goalie right there for Otter Valley, to have him in a position to be down just 1 goal. He's made some excellent saves to keep his team in a position to still be in this ball game. Campbell, pass handled by Bankert, and he wants to return pass, and he'll get it, and there he goes. There's that speed. Look at that beautiful gallop he's got. And did he get a pass too far out in front? That's going to be out the inline, and the goalie going to get up and try to walk that off. No, they're going to have to take a timeout. Yeah, he got kicked right below the knee. Not viciously or on purpose, but that is somebody right there they can't afford to lose. And yeah, he's going to, I don't even think he's going to come, he's going to walk it off. like I say, he'll have a big hickey on his shin tomorrow, but for right now, he's going to walk it off. Clock stopped at 12:45. 2-1 as it's turned into a ball game now. I mean, it always was, but now it's better. Yeah, and it's going to also, I forgot too, it's a corner for Mill River, so that's the other big thing. So the Minutemen getting set on their corner and literally punched out by the goalie and knocked back down by the Minutemen. Look at that aggressive play on the steal. There's the shot. Got it! What a shot right there. Holy crap. Boy, just when Otter Valley was starting to feel a little momentum, Mill River cranked up the throttle. And it's Bankert. So Bankert, after all his hard work, he gets the payoff. He'll get the goal. And the lead back to 2 now at 3-1. So Otter Valley got a truck away, getting down to 12.5 minutes. They need a goal in the next 4 or 5 minutes here. Get it back down to a 1-goal game. Oh, nice job by Catrati. That's hustle. He got it to Bullock. Bullock, what a nifty move by. Did you see those feet? He must be a wicked dancer. Davis pass, block, recovered, and Mover will drive it in, and they'll make the save. Okay, when you get players that are exceptional at their handling of the ball, like Carson Latteroot was, and stuff, that's just phenomenal stuff to watch, man. Because like my generation, soccer was nothing. It wasn't a phenomenal thing yet. That's how to play well, blue throw. It's because I mean I've gone out when I go to people's practices, schools practices. You know, when I'm learning the team or I'm talking to the coach or doing an interview or whatever. No, I'll take the soccer ball when they're not watching me, and I can't do anything with it. It's amazing to watch these athletes, you know, on a full run, stop, trap, reverse, dribble, off the heel pass, now be kicked out of bounds. And it'll be an Otter Valley throw. 11 minutes to go in the soccer game. 3-1 now. Mill Rivers lead back up to 2. As what we're waiting for, yeah, is they need the ball for the throw, and they got one now. Now they got no excuses. They go short, and that's well marked, and it's going to be a foul called, and that ball's going to be placed 1 yard outside the 18 on the edge, and this is a tough kick right here. Yeah, that was tough. That's a tough angle on a short distance. The tougher the angle, the longer you want the distance to be to make an adjustment, and they just did the best they could do with it. As Otter Valley in those dark blue uniforms having a much better second half. They've had a lot more time down in the attack area than they did in that first half. And of course, their goalie's been outstanding today. Fuller's done a good job for Mill River. And I believe that's going to make the inline. It will, and it will be a corner coming up for Otter Valley. So again, they're much more in tune offensively this half than they were the first half. Yeah, so first thing is get it in a position to make a play, and they did. And oh man, they put it. There was an unmarked player wearing number 10 for Otter Valley standing 3-4 feet from the goalie Fuller, and he headed it wide left. That was a pretty darn good opportunity right there. 9.5 minutes to go in the contest. And Fernald coming all the way back to take the kick. Well, he got caught up in that wind. That really knocked the ball down. I'm waiting to see who's going to step up and take the throw. They're giving it to Campbell, but I believe it's going to be Eli. Yeah, there's Eli getting the ball back. So the ball took a long round trip, but it ends up with Eli. Well, I see that Otter Valley, they got that one picker kind of hanging back, waiting for the right bounce to get behind the defense. Their offense is right now, to me, really set up more for a break than being orchestrated as a float type offense. All the way back to Bullock, and that's a nifty kick. Looking to spring Bankert, and Bankert got grabbed, no whistle, will fight for the ball, comes up with it, wants to serve it up on the far side, and but who's fighting? That's Bullock. What a great job by Bullock and Bankert. Bullock looking for a pass back. The shot didn't happen. Moline, yeah, it's going to be an offside. Yeah, that young man putting his hands on his head, he's the guy that's offside. That was a great rush down the field, though. I don't care if it ended up not generating a shot on that. That was fun to watch. So Moline, his turn to take the throw, and that's a good heave. To the edge of the 18, back to Moline. He'll watch it go out of bounds. He'll take the throw again. No, Mill River will, but it won't be Moline. It'll be Bankert. So Bankert directing some traffic, see if he wants to take it right into the goal. Nope, kind of a low line drive type of throw, and Davis went to kick it, went out of play, and it'll be a throw for Bankert again as he'll stand about 10 yards further down toward the end line. To Davis. He's looking to accelerate around the defender, and just a nice job of standing firm by the defender. The Otters with the pass around and then chasing down the loose ball, and oh, he kicked it too hard. Yeah. Yeah, goal kick. Good hustle defensively by Hammond. Yeah, number 9 out there for Otter Valley. He had it going pretty good till that last touch, and he just laid it out a tad bit too far. And they're going to bring Ferno back, the big guy. Number 13 will get set to strike the ball with 6:50 to go in the second half of play. 3-1. Mill River, they had a 2-0 lead at the break. Otter Valley had cut the lead to 1, and that should be Bankert. Yeah, it was a beautiful athletic move, but he got called for the foul. I mean, he looked like Baryshnikov up there dancing around. That's caught by Fuller and held on. A couple Otter Valley players coming in, but Fuller with the sure hands, and then the long whip-it-out pass. I don't know if that's what it's called. It's what I call it. He took the ball and whipped it out to midfield. How's that for soccer lingo, huh? And the send, and Bullock with that great speed chasing down the defender, putting pressure on him. And Bullock's going to go over, and yeah, he's gathered the ball up on that right side. There's the fake, the acceleration, and jumping over the defender, the pass back, and somebody's got to put some leg into it. They kind of muffed the kick, and Moline gets up, and what a great pass. And Bankert got it. What an awesome play. I mean, everybody touched that ball from Mill River. That was awesome stuff. That's highlight stuff, and Bankert will collect his second goal of the half, second goal of the game. I mean, no knock on Otter Valley. That was just fun to watch. They improvised. They had a game plan set on that. They had a planned play that fell apart, and then they were able to improvise on the fly. That's what the fun part was, the improvising on the fly. All of a sudden, man, it's 4-1. And things looking pretty cozy down here in the Mill River squad. They're going to go to 3 wins on the year. Or they're not that far away. They're like 5 minutes away from being to their 3rd win. Again, like I said, their offense has gotten better. It's hard to gauge because some of their opponents aren't quite up to par yet. Like Otter Valley today, didn't really put an offensive attack on Mill River, which would take away from Mill River's ability to play more of their own offense. And then for Haven, did the same thing. Didn't really put a lot of pressure on Mill River. But you still look at improvement. Mill River's definitely improved offensively. Otter Valley, you know, they talked at halftime, came out, and they played a real good, real solid second half. They were defensive mode in the first half, like that bend but don't break philosophy or mindset, but they came out and had a real decent second half. Like I said, I wish I had a roster. I wish I could have told you their names. I wish I had the goalie's name. He's just been phenomenal for Otter Valley. He's faced a lot of good quality shots. You know, I know it doesn't really make the loss feel any better, but without the play of the goalie. I mean, this could be a 7-8-1 game. Even though a loss is a loss, doesn't matter if it's 4-1 or 8-1. So, and again, Campbell started the whole thing off with the first goal of the game, and that's going to be kicked side out. That's a smart play defensively right there by Otter Valley. You know, kick it out, let everybody get in position, mark up. Because obviously there's not the speed on the back line of Otter Valley to match the speed on the front line of Mill River. Fernal will drag it to the corner. He wanted to make that spin move toward the inline. Didn't get it. That's on the mark, and nope. It is not on the mark. It is out through the backside. We'll have a goal kick now with 3:40 to go in the soccer game. Doesn't look like I'll be late for supper tonight, as overtime seeming less and less the prospect. Yeah, I gotta watch Monday Night Football tonight. I usually don't watch Monday Night Football, but I gotta. This will be nice. I'll have supper, maybe get a walk in, and settle in for the night. I like the 4 o'clock start time because I get home earlier, but it's just tough with my job. That's why, like last year, when I got here and the gate was unlocked to come up to the viewing, the setup for the camera area, and I had both rosters for teams, you know, everything worked really well. You know, to be really blunt, I didn't think I had to express that same opinion this year because nothing has changed. I have the same job, the same hours, and they moved the game times up to 4 o'clock the same time of year they always do. So everything was like the same. But I guess in the real world it doesn't work that way. It does frustrate me. Oh yeah, I know it comes through that way too. I know I wear my emotions on my sleeve, I'm told. Most of the time for the worst, people say, but oh well. See Hammond fight through, and Hammond's played a real good game. He's got a goal today too. I mean, Otter Valley could still come back. It's just, it'd be a miraculous comeback. 2 minutes, 3 goals. And of course, it always brings me back when Coach Ratty was here in his, the playoffs. I believe it was Trevor Catrotti's junior year. Phenomenal soccer machine. But Mill River hosting the semifinals, hosting the quarterfinals. We're down by 2 goals with 3 minutes to go. Or with 7 minutes to go, and scored 3 goals in 3 minutes. And then held on defensively to win that. That was just, the field was lined with students around the edge cheering people on. It was just a wicked physical game. It was just one of the best soccer games I ever saw. Or I should say best sporting events I ever saw. So yeah, it can be done, but you got to have like a Will Everett and a Trevor Catrotti and all those guys are on that team that year. And oh, he both brought down, and he's looking around for a whistle. You know, don't forget, too, in the first half, with a minute to go here left in the game, in the first half, the Otter Valley goalie stopped Bullock on a penalty kick. I mean, that young man in nets had a... If he had any type of offense in front of him, he's the kind of goalie you want back there, Bob. He needs an offense in front of him. You know, Hammond got in there with that big body of his, did get a head on the ball, didn't get it toward the net, but that's going to come down to Catrotti. He's trying to just tow it forward to Moline. Moline with the spin move. Moline again got those long, lanky legs on it. And yeah, that's going to be no card. It's going to be a foul and a kick coming up. So Otter Valley will mark the ball down with just 20 seconds to go in this soccer game. And it's going to be a Mill River win. It's just a matter of, well, Fuller got in all kinds of trouble there. And he's not going to give up a fluky goal, is he? No, it's going to go through the inline, and that time's going to run out. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. So Mill River will get the win. It was an excellent effort by both sides. Otter Valley played very well, but it'll be the Minutemen 4 and Otter Valley 1 on PEGTV Channel 15 Sports.